Welcome everybody to the channel. In this video, we're going to be reviewing all of the cosmetics in the Rengoku 2025 set, and we're going to be showcasing all of the weapons, including some of the best attachment skins that should match the combo for that skin in Rengoku. So we're going to have a total of 7 here. 4 of them are reskins. The new ones are Zami, Echo, and Deimos, and the reskins are Thunderbird, Hibana, Monzi, and Bandit. So without further ado, let's look at all of these skins. So the first one's going to be Attack. This one's actually get from Twitch drops. I currently don't have the AK weapon currently. You get them from Twitch drops. I will be reviewing that once I do get it here, so we will do that by the end of the video. But yeah, this looks very clean. I love the red. It matches the Russian style a little bit. The red and blue, I like that. Next up, Hibana. I love the yellow. Yellow's my favorite color. The red on it looks sick. I mean, yeah, the mask is kind of crazy though. And I love her weapons. I can't wait to show that in game. It looks awesome. And last one is Deimos. I mean, it's more of like a tree type. It looks more like Groot to me with the headgear. His cape looks very nice. The little red with the branches and everything. Like, they make some very cool cosmetics with this skin, though. I really do love this skin, though. It's awesome. I love the Deimos. Next up, we got Bandit with the yellow and blue combo on here. Headgears, by far, they're some of the best headgears in the entire game are from these events. These headgears are some of my favorites. I mean, for sure. I mean, they match really good with the blue and yellow on there. Next up, we got Echo. This one's strange. It's purple and green. The green mask is sick. The purple, however, is kind of confusing me. I'm not a big fan of the green and purple combo. Now, the weapon skin's great, alright? And Chroma Streaks looks very good on there. Can't wait to show it in game also. But yeah, I think the mask is by far the best on Echo for sure. And the hair looks wild on there too, so it looks fantastic. Next up, we got Monzi. The all red in here with the mask. The mask is fantastic. And the red. The red gear looks very sick. Of course, headgear, of course, amazing as well. Next up, we got Thunderbird, the reskin as well with the blue. A little bit with the tan and the birds right here. I think it matches her personality well for her being from Canada. I know there's like a bunch of birds around her area and the mountains. It looks sick. Last one is Zami. I love the blue on her. Like it like covers like her face a little bit with her skin, and then like her waves. Like this is a 10 out of 10 skin. Like this is just fantastic. Of course, like this is great. So yeah, you do have her weapon skin as well. Can't wait to show that in game. But yeah, I also do have a special surprise at the very end of the video. We're gonna be looking at a certain weapon skin that has been popular for a while, and we're gonna be seeing how that goes. All right. So our first weapon skin we're going to be showcasing is Hibana's gun. I ended up choosing the yellow attachment skin that you can basically get for about, I think for just $5 for about roughly 432, or you can get it for 18,000 renown. So you can get this weapon skin for just playing the game also. The yellow one looks very good. It matches the yellow skin a lot for me. There's also the red, so you can go for Crimson. Crimson looks good in most other weapons, but if I have to personally pick one that I would choose to favor the most, it'd probably be this yellow attachment skin. And here's Crimson. Crimson's also not a bad option too. They both look really well. I personally pick yellow because obviously it's my favorite color, but it does match a lot with most of the yellow aesthetic. If you want to go for something different, the Crimson is not a bad option at all. It looks very good on there as well, so I won't be mad at either. I mean, both of these look good regardless. The next weapon skin I got is called Fable Shapings for Deimos' weapon skin. You can actually go get this for about right now 15 credits right here. 15 credits for one weapon skin. And I mean, this is probably one of the most underrated weapon skins you can get in the game. And for it being like just 15 credits for Deimos, because it can match for some of the weapons, which is nice. I mean, look at this. It matched the aesthetic as that little root on the optic. You see like those little branches on there. It has that little like, you know, roughness to the attachment skin, even on the barrel too. And it even has some wood on the laser sight. It's just probably one of the most underrated skins you can get in the game for an attachment skin. And then for Deimos' weapon, it just looks fantastic. I mean, obviously, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, no, it looks very good on Deimos. I'm very, very glad that this is only 15 credits. And yeah, it's very underrated. So this one was very difficult for me to pick for the MP7, but the one I personally picked is this MP7 called the Innovative Codex. It's also in the marketplace. You can get this for about 20 credits for an attachment skin. And it's pretty underrated as well. So as you can see, it does match a little bit with the gold on there. Now for the blue itself, it didn't really matter as much for me with the blue. It does mostly do a little bit with the gold in here, so I like this little aesthetic. A little bit, you know, kind of marks with like the gold and then like the black on there. And plus the gold barrel, not the gold, fully gold, but like slightly gold that does match a little bit with the weapon. But yeah, this is the one I personally picked. And this is just my opinion for this one. There are some that are going to be outright some of the best and you should get, and there's some where I'm just going to be stripped from my opinion, and then there'll be some where if you want to pick this, not a bad issue, but yeah, that's what I would pick right here for the MP7. The next skin I picked that looks really good is called Wicked Reckoning for the MP5 suppressor for Echo. Look at the little purple aesthetics, and you see like the little bit of like shadow right here. Oh, it's by far one of my favorites. Now, there is another tavern skin that I would personally pick, obviously, which if you guys, I'm obviously going to say this, it's a lot more expensive than this one. This only cost me right here about 200 credits. It's a solid weapon skin for most of the weapons here. My personal favorite to use for this is for the Valk's MPX for the FaZe clan skin. I mean, it's one of the best, sickest combos, you know, for Valkyrie and for Echo. It matches very well with the little purple aesthetic on his weapon skin. Really love this. The next one, this one's one of my favorites right here. The Crimson. It matches the red on there, like at the bottom, you see like the magazine. It matches very well. The optic is good too. The grip and the suppressor a little bit. I don't think it's suppressor, I think it's extended barrel. But like that barrel with the red, you know, because it kind of comes out through it a little bit. Because it matches some of the red on here. Plus, if you add a little bit more, it has so much more flare on it. This is a great weapon skin to have for sure. Would recommend this Mozzie one for Crimson. Because, again, Crimson looks pretty good in most of the Chinese sets on here, so this is a very good weapon skin in my opinion. W. This next one is also for Innovative Codex. I got Thunderbird skin, like the birds. Now, this is obviously not one of the best out of the sets, but it still has a little bit of gold, like a little bit of a slightly gold barrel on there. I think it matches like at the end of the weapon. And that little gold magazine out there, it brings a little bit more uniqueness to it. And then the optic, of course, having that little bit of a black and gold on there, you know, for the weapon. This is a solid weapon skin. This is not the worst skin in the world, but it is pretty solid. And for the final skin I will be showing you before you get to the big surprise is a zombie skin. And I actually picked teal, which again is another all-color skin, which is basically for $5, or you can get it for 18k renowned, basically. The teal, I picked teal because of because there is a little bit of a dark blue vibe. There is a little bit of the dark blue vibe, and it does come pretty well with a little bit of the dark blue. Teal is sort of a dark blue color on here. This is probably one of the most underrated skins. Now, there is a very good one that you guys do want to pick, and for all of the other weapon skins, if you think, you know, this is better, or you can find one for a zombie, let me know in the comments. I can try it out for maybe for a different time, maybe on stream or even in a video. But yeah, it does match very well with this little ocean wave a little bit, and that little dark blue aesthetic. This is probably one of the most underrated skins you can get in the game for sure. This is very clean. And the final skin I want to show you guys for the best attachment skin is for the G36. This is a memento skin, complete for getting all of the stuff in the collection. And what I picked is, of course, Fable shapings. I mean, again, this looks very good with a little bit of gritty of the optic, the magazine, and everything else. A little bit of dark aesthetic to it. And I'll be showing you guys the inspect. I mean, this looks crazy. I mean, again, that dragon looks sick. And, of course, match a little bit of the all black. The real animation looks sick, too. A little bit of a roar on the dragon. And this looks fantastic. I really do love this weapon skin regardless. Just absolutely sick skin, by the way. You can get this for Ayana and Ash as well for the G36, so... yeah, amazing, of course, in general, so... we'll show you some honorable mentions. For my first honorable mention skin, I picked Rapid Fire. A little bit of the red on the optic, which looks sick, and then that little gold barrel. Also, the Crimson one is solid, too. Probably these two are my personal favorites. I would personally pick the yellow one, but also the red attachment skin is also great, too. Regardless, these two are some of the most seek iron skins, but if you're looking for an alternative, this is not a bad option. There is also two that I will be honorable mentioning. This one's by far the best. This one was also solid too, because it does have a little bit of the black, but the orange grip and barrel kind of ruins it just a slight bit. But again, the laser doesn't look bad either, so this one's not a bad option either. Another one that's also another good one is the Game Onslaught one. A little bit with the yellow, with the wood as well, because it does match a little bit with the aesthetic on the little wood. The black barrel and the black magazine is not terrible either. This is not a bad option as well. Like I said earlier, Bandit has a lot of good ones here. I'll give you some honorable mentions. Arctic is also a really good one. I think you can get this, I think, still for $5 or probably for about 25k renown. Another one is called Hybronal Salikix. I don't know how to spell that, but yeah. I like how it looks in the lobby, and I think in-game it can match very well with a little bit of the gray aesthetic, because it is slightly darker white on the attachment, but it's not terrible either. There's also just the one I picked, obviously. It doesn't look terrible on that either. Also, point of sales is not bad either with the gold barrel and magazine, and it does match the grip very well, so it's not a bad one either. And also, Worn Down Friend is not a bad one either. Probably the least favorite, but doable to say the least. It's not terrible by any means. And for Echo, I obviously would pick Chroma Streaks. I mean, it looks a lot more purple in here. But again, for it being like almost over around $50, I mean, this is kind of not really worth it to say the least. And yeah, I mean, just for it, it's right now for about 5,000 on the R6 marketplace, and can go up to as high as 6,000. So yeah, that's why I picked Wicked, and it does look a slightly cleaner. You still get that purple grip, and you get a little bit of the white aesthetic, and then the magazine looks very good. Again, this is just an honorable mention if you do have Chroma Streaks, but I mean, again, I wouldn't say it's the most worth it skin. I mean, it's okay by any means, but I mean, again, with it over being $50, it's way too overpriced. I recommend Wicked still. Rapid Fire looks really good on this one too, with the red optic, and then the gold barrel looks sick. Crimson is okay on here. There is some yellow. If you want to add some yellow in here, this is perfectly fine. This is an alright skin on here. Innovative Codex is not bad either on this skin, with the gold and the black and gold on the optic, and then the grip. The Filigree Blaster for this one is not bad either. You get this from the Showdown 2025 set. I like the gold. You have the gold magazine still. You can get, I think the optic looks a little bit better on here. But again, the grip and barrel doesn't really save it as much. But this could be better regardless, so this is not bad. Fable Shapings does look solid on here too. That I like that a lot. And also, point of sale is not bad either, with the gold mag and gold barrel. You get green, you get blue and white grip, and then the optic too with the little wood. It matches decently well with Helm Thunderbird. Also, another one, Finger Blaster, looks good on here. You know, gold magazine, gold optic, looks solid, simple. Search and Rescue is slightly decent because it is a little bit of the dark blue. And if you do like this one, I would not blame you. This looks pretty solid as well. Innovative Codex is another good one. Recommend that. The point of sale is also not a bad one either still. Great skin. It's for the G360, for the Memento skin. Felgray Blaster is also a good one. You can match that little bit gold into it too if you like it. Also, Arctic looks really good because it complements well with that little dragon as well, so Arctic is not a bad option either. As well as Hybernal Salastic, so it's pretty good. Rapid Fire Mischiefs, also a great weapon skin as well. Crimson looks really good on here. I feel like with that mask, but also complements extremely well with the rest of the gun. Innovative Codex is also a good one. Also, Decouple Fire, this is kind of an underrated one. You know, with the white optic and barrel, and then the bottom being all black. I mean, this is just another, you know, underrated one as well. Here's Fuse's full entire set. His mask looks great. I love how they do like this little teal and red parts on there. I think there's fire around his uniform, which is fantastic. Also, his gun looks great as well, which we will show in the shooting range here in a little bit. So yeah, this looks really nice on him as well. I love the red and little teal type, which you guys already know, which I'm gonna pick for the attachment skin. So we'll get straight into that real quick. And like I promised in the video, for the final attachment skin that is best for the AK-12 is teal. It matches very well with this little teal aesthetic, like I said, from the uniform. The magazine, everything looks great. It's an all-in-one. You can basically get this for $5 or 18k credits as always. Matches very well with some of the stuff, especially the magazine and the grip. And even the barrel has some solid perk ups too on there. This has been one of the most cleanest skins that I've seen in a while. It matches the aesthetic on the stuff. It matches the aesthetic on the gun very well with the teal color, because there is some teal near it, and that's what I did for this one, because the magazine grip matches extremely well, and the optic is clean too, so complement that a lot more. Overall, this is another great skin. And the way to obtain the AK-12 is simply watch 5 hours of a Twitch streamer that plays Rainbow Six Siege that has drops on. You'll also get the entire, gear for Fuse, including the headgear and uniform like I showed you. And then you'll get the AK-12 after 5 full hours. And from what I've seen, you can get this up until August 13th. So as I'm recording this, it is still going on. And if you are watching this while it's still going on, make sure you watch some Twitch streams so that we can get this fire AK-12 skin. And like I said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'm going to do a lot more videos like these, and also I'm going to be doing gameplay for the G36C on some other games. So I'll showcase you guys all of the weapons in this set, and I will see you guys later. Peace.